What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of American Truck Simulator. Here we are in... I think we're in... Barstow? We're in Barstow. And we're going to San Rafael with the cables that I just picked up here. I believe we're in Barstow. Yeah, Barstow, California. That's the only really job that I had. Heading out of here, the only other jobs were to, like, New Mexico and the same place we just came from, which is Barstow. I mean, not Barstow. Holbrook, where we were at Tidbit. Well, that was not our last. Our last job was a heavy haul, but before that, it was. Before the heavy haul, it was the Tidbit location that I liked. So today, for me, is Wednesday. Let's get rid of this screen. Wednesday, the February 7th. So I haven't recorded since. I gotta go. I haven't recorded since last month or last week. I believe it was January 26th or 31st or some deal like that. Nothing's really been going on, just the same old same. I thought in my driver's side window, how you could see the light reflecting off the ground. I thought that was a mod that I had installed, but apparently I don't have any mods that have anything to do with lighting. So I don't really know what is causing that. It could be, one of lag there. It could be a either a mod that's installed or on the curb there. A mod that's installed. Well, it could be that the Viper 2 truck, one of the lights that I put on it, which I tend to use the same lights. They're like I forgot what they're called. They're something, the Lumen Mark something Chrome 2 lights. Wow. Hey, thanks. Appreciate that. Anyway, yeah. I mean, what I'm assuming that it's part of Viper 2's package, because it's on both sides of the truck. The only thing I could possibly think of doing is removing some lights, and you know me, I love my lights, so I think we're just gonna have to live with it. I know it's nice and bright outside, and you wouldn't be able to see the reflection of the lights at 10:56 in the morning, but whatever. It bugs me to a certain degree, and then I get over it. Some people don't like it. Sorry, but it's gonna stay there. So I was looking at I don't know, sometimes I get into YouTube and I'll just start watching random videos. Most of the time we're gonna drop down 35 and back to 55. And I was looking at trucks, not to buy, because obviously I'm not going to buy one, but maybe one day that American Truck Simulator would maybe come out with these trucks. I never really liked Mack trucks, but there's a Mack Anthem truck I'm talking about like the one with the full sleeper. There is like a single cab one that I don't really like that much, but the Mack Anthem truck, it's a newer truck. I believe it does have a stick shift. I don't think it's automatic. Because a lot of newer trucks are automatic, but you know, I think those are like mostly like Volvo trucks. And I do like the Volvo, the latest VNL 670 or 760. I think it's a 670. I do like those ones, but I don't like them to look too futuristic. And I also don't like, I mean, you guys already know how I feel about the stock, the vanilla Peterbilt, motorcycle, the vanilla Peterbilt 389 that's in the game. The only thing I don't like about the vanilla version, minus, you know, not being able to put a, you know, add-ons, you know, add on a bunch of accessories. Minus that, I don't like the headlights on those, on the 389s, on the newer 389s. I think they look funky. I think they should have kept them how they are, kind of like on my truck, like the square. That's the only reason that I don't like to purchase the vanilla 389 in this game. Like I said, that's not the only reason. The other reason is the fact that you can't do anything else to it besides, you know, motor, transmission, gear shifter, color. You can't add a CD radio. You can't add certain things, bumpers, lights, stuff like that. But you know, my main issue with the newer, like 2016, 2017 Peterbilt 389s are the headlights. I hate those headlights. They look very weird to me. It could be, you know, just my preference or something like that. I think they should have stuck with the square ones. I don't know why they had to make these. I mean, they don't even really look like they go with. It's gonna go over, but there's a truck coming. They don't even really look like they really go with the truck, really. I mean, yeah, it's newer and everything's rounded, but I don't know. I can't stand the newer ones. They bug me. I'm stuck behind this guy forever. Let's see if I can get around. No. Sorry, buddy. Hey, tumbleweeds. We haven't seen them in quite some time. Well, we haven't been in California. So they said I was right, or I guess I was right when I said that they're releasing another state. They did announce it on February 1st. It is Oregon. It's going to cost $12, the same as New Mexico. So they already came out with the price and everything. I just, you know, they showed screenshots of trucks driving through it and stuff like that. I'm sure they're just testing stuff right now, but I'm sure they're going to release it quite soon. A lot sooner than what I had thought. Because I had thought maybe, you know, 6 months from now or something, but it looks like it's going to be relatively soon. Maybe March. Or even sooner than that. So good job to SCS for, you know, because they can really go. I mean, they can really get on the production line and just start pumping out these states. But you know, good job to them so far for, you know, at least giving us some more, or another state. So we'll have 5. I don't know how many they have planned for the rest of the year, but I'm pretty happy with it so far. You know, it took us quite some time we haven't even fully discovered New Mexico. We still have probably like 4 cities left, but more or less we know where we're going and stuff like that. But I do like new states and traveling to new places and just seeing like new changes and new fixes. And obviously when you go through, wow, got on the brakes. Obviously when you go through newer places, you know, they have better parking spots, better, what I mean by parking spots, like gas stations with parking garage, or not parking garage, but, you know, parking spots where you can possibly back into. It'd be nice if there was a full, like, rest area or gas, like a truck stop, like a full, you know, with only like 2 spots available for you to pull into, instead of it being kind of wide open. But you know, can't ask too much of them. So that's what we got so far. And then there's another truck I was looking at that actually looked pretty cool, which is the 2017 Freightliner 122 SD. I wish they would add that one to the game. I haven't seen any mods for it. Well, I haven't really looked for them, but it's just what I've been looking at. I've been looking at a lot of trucks. Like I said, the Mack Anthem truck is cool, and so is the Freightliner 122 SD. And then the Kenworth T800 is another one. It's kind of like a heavy haul type of truck, but it looks so awesome. I wish they had, you know, they have some rights, SCS does, to put out, you know, Kenworth trucks and Peterbilt trucks. You know, they just don't have, I don't know if they have licensing for only 4 vehicles, or if they have licensing for, if they're gonna, you know, because they don't really talk about, they talk about bringing out more states, but they don't really talk about bringing out more trucks. I have not seen that on any billboard or discussion panel or, you know, anything like that. And that would be like really awesome if they would bring out more trucks, or at least hint to it, you know. But yeah, I when I'm on my computer late at night, I tend to, you know, you start watching a video and then you'll end up on some other video and be like, how the heck did I get over here? Well, that's what happens to me. I'll end up watching like videos about cars, and then I'll end up on looking at semis, like real semis that sell for, you know, 200 grand. Ones that they're obviously show trucks. They're not obviously made to travel, you know, on the roads that we travel on. Because if they did, they probably wouldn't even make it out of the parking lot because they're so low to the ground. I don't know why I'm doing that. And then have you seen, I don't know if you guys know anything about Tesla, but Tesla released, or is looking, I don't know if they already released it, but they have like an electric, automatic, one-seater, on the, you know, over the road, on the road trucker, like a big rig, and it just looks way too futuristic. Like, I know Walmart has been talking about getting like futuristic truck, like, you know, like the trucks that could practically drive themselves. Instead of putting like mirrors on the side, they have cameras and stuff like that, which they can go like 500 miles tops without needing a charge, and I'm like, keep that to like the automobiles. Don't mess around with trucks. 'Cause everybody that loves real trucking wants they don't want an automatic. They want a gear shifter. You know, all the people that live nowadays, unfortunately, want that automatic. But there are some people that truly love big rigs, but you know they lost, you know, legs or arms or something like that. So, you know, having an automatic for those people, hey, that's fine. But for the popularity of people that, or for the most people that like trucks, I think most people would say just leave that 18 speed in, or leave that stick shift, leave it a manual transmission. Don't make trucking automatics or drive themselves, because that just gets rid of the whole point of being on the road, I think. I don't know what I'm getting at, but I know I'm going off the road. Trying to grab a drink. So yeah. So I ended up watching, you know, like I said, the trucks, and then I somehow got into looking at Tesla's redesign of, or not redesign, just a big rig that they came out with that's electric, and they replaced, like I said, they replaced all the mirrors with cameras. And you know, what if the camera goes out? You know, I mean, what if the mirror falls off? But you can still, you know, I don't know. I think I'm just, when it comes to trucking, leave it to what they are. Even they still come out with stick shifts or manual transmissions, 18 speeds in these things. It wasn't until recently, the last couple of years, Volvo. I don't know who was the first to come out with an automatic, but personally, I've seen Volvo come out with it. And then as you look around, you see these futuristic trucks, and they have like these total recall covers over the wheels. So like, if your tire's low or it has a big old bump in it from, you know, wear and tear or hitting a curb or whatever, you wouldn't be able to change it or see it. They say, well, if they were interviewing the guy, and they go, well, he goes, if the truck, or if the tire is low or is flat, we'll be able to tell, because it'll show up on the dash cam deal that says, you know, how much air pressure is in your tires. I'm like, yeah, but how are you going to change that tire on the side of the road? You have to have somebody come out and fix it. Not to say that all truckers fix their tires, because, you know, it's not like a easy job to do. So you just have to, you'd have to have like a special fleet of mechanics to come out and fix these new Tesla trucks, to take off these special, I don't know what they're called, but they cover up the tire. I don't know. Like I said, leave these trucks to what they are. We don't need that. Leave your Tesla an electric car. Leave that alone, you know. Leave that to your car. Have that as your daily driver or whatever you want. Have that as your whatever car. Just stop putting these electric and drive themselves vehicles as big rigs. Leave that alone with I don't know what I'm getting at. I mean, I think I already got to my point a long time ago. I just keep talking about it over and over again. I just got back from the doctor. I got the flu again after I got the flu the last time I recorded. So I've gotten the flu like 4 or 5 times now. It's ridiculous. I just have no immune system. So anything that's everybody's getting sick. This flu season that came around, it's been a lot worse. It was a lot worse this time around, and for people like myself with no immune system, any little bacteria, flu virus in the air just like sticks to me, and I'll get that immediate, I'll be sick that night. And then I'll get better, and then I'll go out, and then I'll get sick again because I don't know. I was always taught when I was younger, this is from me growing up, this is my parents who brought me up, that when you're sick, you stay home, you don't go out, and even as an adult, when I was younger, if I was sick and I had to stay home from school, well, I had to stay home. I couldn't go out and play with my friends later on that day because I was sick, and I didn't. My parents would tell me that you don't need to be out there getting anybody else sick, so I'd always stay home. And then as an adult, I did the same thing. If I stayed home from work, then I wasn't going to go out that day. Or even if I did go to work, when I got home, I'd stay home because I didn't want to be the person to go out and get everybody else sick. Well, there's plenty of people out there that love to just go out to public places and have their beer and sit at the bar and spread their germs all over the place. It's just, I don't know. I guess it's just the way I was brought up, but I just need to, people need to, if you are sick, you need to stay home. Go ahead. No? Fine, don't go. Normally I downshift too much and my engine revs too high. Hey, this is cool. A lot longer than usual. Maybe because we're in California. This is how it is for miles, like I told you guys before. Yeah, and then I was watching, and then after I was angry about the Tesla big rig automatic electric vehicle, I started watching how to back up into parking spots correctly. So I don't think I'll be able to do it here at CAT, but I might be able to do it at the next FedEx, or because we're dropping off at CAT on this delivery. If there's enough room, I might be able to try it out, but I might have to wait until we go to like Walmart or Tidbit or FedEx or something with a bigger yard. It's basically you pull in. I mean, this is probably the way that everybody knows it. I don't really, I just start backing up. I don't really have any knowledge of how it's done, so so when it comes to me backing up, I just pull forward and start backing up and turn the wheel whatever way I need the trailer to, or turn the wheel the opposite way of whatever way I need the trailer to go. So there's no really rhyme or reason behind the way I back up, but I've been trying to get better at it, and I've been trying to do it the right way. And so I was watching a video, and it was like, I don't know if I can really explain it, but I'll try to use it with I'll try to say it, an example of it without getting over my head. Basically, you pull up next to the trucks, you put out, you drop a glove, and then you make an invisible line outwards. There is a stoplight up here, or if it's an off ramp, I think I might have to get over. Yeah. So it's really not going to make that much sense because I'm not going to be able to show you physically, but so basically you look at that line, you do from there, so if I look out to my right, this is where the trailer would be, and then I drive up a little bit, and then I make a full right turn to my 12 o'clock, which would be over there, a full turn that way, and then as soon as my truck is at 12, I make immediate left turn to go back to 9 o'clock, which is the way I'm facing right now, and I straighten up, and then from that point, I start to back up without even really having to move my wheel. Just start backing up, and then once I get to the invisible line that, I don't know how I'm going to explain that to you guys, but once I get to my invisible line that I first looked out the window at, I start to cut it. I start to make a full. If my parking spot is on this side, obviously that's where it was to begin with. I start to make a full left turn. I was like, what is this? I start to make a full left turn so that I would only have to pull forward possibly one time. So it's basically, if I was parking on this side, I would stop, drop a glove, and from that point all the way to my left side would be an invisible line. So then I would pull forward a little bit, halfway to the truck that's next to me. Right at that halfway point, I start to make my right-hand turn that way towards my 12 o'clock, which is over there. And then once my truck is at 12, I immediately start turning to my left towards my 9 o'clock until I'm completely straight. And then I stop, get out and look, which is G-O-A-L, get out and look. I think this is how Swift drivers, I think I was watching Swift drivers, like their, one of their teachers was doing a backing up tutorial. You know, a lot of people don't really like Swift, but to just get better at parking in a game, you know, it's nothing real life. It's all fun and games. So I don't really have a problem watching Swift drivers back up their vehicles. Just as, you know, if it helps me out, then it helps me out. If it doesn't help me out, then, well, then it was a waste of time. But I'm gonna give, you know, if I have room on this one, which, like I said, I don't think I will because it is at cat. But oh, super laggy. Like I said, it's probably not gonna happen on this one, but hopefully on my next one I'll be able to pick a job to go to like a FedEx, or even inside of that garage. I forgot what it's called, but I think it's in like San Francisco. We were in a garage where I kind of do something similar, but I don't do I do something very similar. I started doing it recently, or I don't know, the last I don't know which episodes I do it in, but I know that I'm doing it in some. I recollect myself doing it in a couple of my videos. I've done it in Sacramento. I've done it at a FedEx when there was no trailer parked at the like in my way. But yeah, hopefully I'll be able to try it out. If I can't try it out, like I said, if I can't try it out on this one, then I'll try it out on my my next one. Because I think going to San Rafael, we'll have a lot more jobs going to a lot more areas. We haven't been to Nevada in quite some time. Maybe we have driven through like a part of it, but only to go back to New Mexico. So yeah. Hey, that's what I'm drinking right now. Diet Pepsi. If he flashes lights at me. Yep. So I did the outside view of my horn, and it's super loud. From here it doesn't sound very loud, but outside view it sounds like a train horn. And it's very dark. I like how they flash your lights. That bus didn't do it, but if you have them on and they get to like that telephone pole, they'll flick their lights at you, which I think is cool. Where is this? Where are we? We're going here somewhere. Oh. Goodness. I wonder if I can. I wonder if I can turn around here. I know it's not the greatest of ideas, but there might be enough room here on the side before I hit the imaginary wall. Yeah, see, I won't be able to do it here. Well, this is gonna be difficult. Can't even see. Oh, it's in 4. can't see anything. Hey Copper, how you doing? What am I doing? Oh, you know, backing up. The unknown territory. Whoa, where's my trailer? Look at all that traffic. There's no way. No way. So dimly lit. Move it, Copper. Was I even close to it? I don't know if I was. I thought I heard him. Beep. It's a very quiet beep. I might just have to work. I mean, we are way off, like diagonal central. Unless I wait for another line of cars to go by. Hey, that's loud. But in here it sounds fine. That's crazy. Another Copper. Desk is vibrating. I don't think that changed much. Yeah, I just made it opposite. I'm gonna have to deal with that. So yeah, I don't know which lights. I mean, according to the inside, it's... Well, I guess it's all the way down. I was seeing through here, it's like, see the orange? It's like right at the end of my truck, but it's also, I thought it was also like right out my window somewhere. So the orange is just the trailer? That could be it. I don't know. That's a lot of traffic. I'm just gonna drop this here. I mean, it's way off, but gosh darn it. What's going on here? Am I not here? I could have Could have dropped it on accident. Hold on. Oh, wow. Unbelievable. 2 centimeters off. Excellent. 427 miles. Cables delivered from Barstow to San Rafael. 11 hours, 35 minutes. 87.3 gallons consumed. $20,896 of 1,012 XP. So I did check to see if I had any XP boosters, and I don't have any on. It just must be because of my level and because of the urgent delivery and the long distance and all this stuff that I have. So I don't have any XP boosters. I tried, but yeah, I don't have any on right now. So let's see if we could try something on our next job, or at least hopefully get something. It says we're in San Rafael, but so maybe, oh no, not that one. Chevron, we would just be dropping it. 1,307 miles. We'd just be dropping that. We could possibly do this one. CVS Pharmacy would be like I think the CVS is now the 7-Eleven, or what was the 7-Eleven, or the little Walgreens, or the little Walmarts. I think that's what that changed to. So it'd either have to be the fruits to try and do that parking, or the FedEx. The fruits or the FedEx. So it'd have to be the CVS or the FedEx. I don't want to go 1,236 miles. That's way too far. Just thinking about it in real life. Remember I used to have lights on the back here? And the whole back part was lights. Yeah. Let's see here. Let's go back over here. This is how I take my screenshot now. I mean, I've always had this ability, I just never used it. Just because I didn't really want to do anything with it. Let's see, go. So just go out, up, move this over. Wait, how do I go up? Oh, right there. And then capture screenshot. So yeah, I mean, nothing special. Everybody knows you can do that. I just wanted to show you guys. So, in our next delivery, we'll be going to either FedEx or CVS Pharmacy. Not exactly sure. CVS Pharmacy is always a tough one to do. We might do the FedExes. I know most of the FedEx buildings are all pretty much the same. So we might just do FedEx. So we'll see here. I want to thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Take care. Peace out.